Things are really heating up in Karen's kitchen. For today's show, Karen puts a modern twist on an old family recipe for career success that she's sharing with today's job seekers. So grab your apron and start your oven. Karen's ready to get cooking.
Hello, welcome to Karen's Kitchen. Today I'm going to share my secret recipe for career cupcakes with chocolate-covered career clusters. You'll definitely add this to your list of favorites. This recipe is a perfect example of how a few simple ingredients can result in satisfying work. Oh, I see one of my faithful fans. We'll have to send out a sample when the cupcakes are done. As you can see, I've already gathered the tools we'll need for this recipe. You should do the same thing when you're deciding on a career. Advanced preparation makes all the difference. It's tempting to jump right in and start searching for jobs without exploring your career interests and creating a career plan, but in most cases, that just doesn't work. Searching for a job without knowing your career goals is like trying to bake a cake without knowing if you're making chocolate or lemon chiffon. You need a plan that tells you the right ingredients and what you need to do. You'll find that creating a career plan is a lot like a recipe. It should list all the important ingredients, like the skills and education you have and what you'll need, and it should describe the steps you need to take and what you need to do first. Developing a career plan starts with personal discovery. You need to look at your interests, personality, values, skills, education, and experiences. They can help point you toward a career. This discovery process is a lot like finding the ingredients for a recipe. To save time, I've already gathered what we'll need for our career cupcakes. Obviously, you'll need to conduct your own discovery process to learn what you should include in your recipe for career success. Be sure to add your interests, skills and abilities, education and experience, personality, and work values. I think we're ready. Start with 1 or 2 cups of interests. Feel free to include more than one interest in the mix. After all, this is your career. Interests are things that you enjoy and make you feel satisfied. Start by looking at what you like to do in your free time. I like to use a cup of hands-on activities and a cup of creativity, but you should use whatever interests you. If you're not sure what your interests are, an online inventory can help. Now, add a cup of skills and abilities. Of course, if you have a lot of skills and abilities, feel free to add them all. There are many kinds of skills. They're what you have to offer an employer. Basic skills like reading are important for almost all workers. Job or technical skills are specific things an employer needs done. Personal and social skills help you get along with coworkers and customers. Management skills can help you set priorities and organize projects. And finally, there are transferable skills. These are things like computer skills or time management that carry over from your personal life to your job and from job to job. Now that you've combined your interests, skills, and abilities, it's time to mix in your education and experiences. You should include any degrees you have, like a high school diploma or college degree or classes. But that's not the only kind of education that counts. You should also include certificates, workshops, apprenticeships, and other special training. Remember, past experience doesn't refer only to past jobs. It also includes things you've done or learned at school, as a volunteer, or in your daily life. Now, add a dash of personality, and a pinch of work values. You'll be much happier if you work in a career that matches your personality and the things that are important to you. Now, blend it all together, and voila, we have a brimming bowl of career cupcake batter. Pretty good, but something's missing. Oh, of course, I almost forgot my secret ingredient. The things I need and the things I want from a job. But remember, wants and needs are 2 different things. Wants are things that would be nice to have in a job. Needs are the things you require. Without them, the job won't work for you. This includes things like wages and benefits, days, hours and shifts, Job location, transportation access, work setting, personal interactions, the type of tasks the job requires, your physical abilities, and accommodations that may help you work more effectively. Okay, you've identified your interests, skills, and personality, and education, and blended them with your job requirements. Now it's time to divide your career possibilities into specific jobs. You need to match your interests, skills, experience, and requirements to specific jobs. You can research jobs and career paths online. There are many career exploration sites where you can learn what people do in various jobs and the education and skills you'll need. Career options are often categorized by career families or career clusters that share similar features. You can also work one-on-one with a placement specialist or other professional, or you can watch someone do a job you're interested in. Finally, you can talk to friends, relatives, neighbors, and others who work in the careers that interest you. Now, bake your cupcakes at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. Oh, look. Through the magic of television, they're baked and ready for the next step. They smell great. Earlier today, I mixed up a quick batch of chocolate-covered career clusters. Just place the clusters on top of your career cupcakes as soon as they come out of the oven. And that's it. A batch of picture-perfect career cupcakes with chocolate-covered career clusters. A surefire way to jumpstart your career. Before we go, let's check Karen's Corner to see if any of our viewers have sent any questions they'd like us to answer. It appears that Sean from Need a New Start, Maine wants our advice. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey, Karen, I'm bored. Every day I get up, go to work, do the same thing over and over, and come home. What else can I do to spice things up in my work life? Sean G., Need a New Start, Maine.
Well, Sean, sounds to me like a good old-fashioned career discovery process may be in order. It's a good idea to re-examine your interests, skills and abilities, career choices, and career plan periodically. After all, your goals and interests change over time. I'd strongly encourage you to check out some of the assessments we've talked about to revive your career. Thanks for writing, Sean. I hope that helps. Well, Karen's Kitchen is closed for the day. Thanks for joining me. I wonder if my fan is still out there waiting to sample our career cupcakes. Oh, there he is. I'll just pop out and offer him a nibble. See you next time. Bon appetit.